Coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back to Heinz Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
10 yards still left on second down. To throw again. Hayward Bay has it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Offside, defense. Automatic first down.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the... Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. That doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, here's Williams. And there's a flag on the play. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go!
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got room. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run it with Williams. And they're going to lose some on this. Play. Being knocked back to the 18. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And this will be a 45-yard attempt.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear the special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ricardo Matthews able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now it's Daniel, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, he slipped right by him. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And possession will switch. Hands 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hey, come on, let's go!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Shreds the tackle. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jalen Mills with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 40, the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenjon Barner, 91 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Down to the 25. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out come the Eagles. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now let's go. Blue landing.
And once again, they go with Sproles. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Here's Sproles. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Off play action. Daniel. Find nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one caught by Coates. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Come on, let's go!
They'll drop the throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got time. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game, they had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
The play clock's running down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go. 56. 319. 319. Over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Now let's go.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Now a shotgun snap is up, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their big tight end from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, here's Daniel. Surveying the field. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Daniel now, and Selleck here, left side. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
To the air again, Daniel. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Donnie Jones now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Now, I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, You do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. So 2nd and 10 here. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Sproles. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now a run for Barner. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. again. It's Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Here we go now.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He finds Coates complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain of 13 and also the first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On the ground, this is Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Carlos Williams, 48 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Daniel now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Daniel. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kenyon Barner, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now Daniel. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing again is Daniel. Finding time. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Daniel on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. First down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And, you know, winning is good for all the obvious.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.